3 minutes condensed down to 1. Education has to be for everyone, not just some. Self-educate and never frustrate. To the one individual who dumped all that shame, you still have business to take care of. That's the name of your game. Cause you guided me one day, I was gonna say thank you for all the crap you put me through. Created one piece of drama, which is all of their drama, showing me how to get by on your own hypocrisy. It's just way too easy when you know someone deep down, and that's why I had to stop sharing. Not lose yourself, your voice, your face. It's not a choice, and let's now rejoice in refinding. Okay, you can say it. Your name, Jane. That's how you lose yourself, your voice, your face. My parents always told do the right thing and make it better if you can. Every opportunity to step in, help out a friend. You can't take anything with you in the end. You can always make it better unless you're dead. Who teaches you? Who taught ya first? What did you learn instead? Strategies that don't get you ahead of death. The worst things in life aren't being dead. Blowing up your character. A little implosion and explosion, all caused by needless emotion. Why devotion to self is self-love and self-care. Everything's off by a half step, but I'm okay with that. Reminds me to get back to the I know the facts, I know how to be true. Morality's not hard to do. You just gotta, not be so selfish. And when you're in a pickle, are you kidding me? You're crying again? I've learned, my friend, between real and fake. Boo. Black and white keys, what are these? But sharps and flats on a strange little map. And you don't know where you're going. You make a road map, can't feel it. It's not filled in at all. Yeah. Okay. And my elephant. And there we go. That's my organizational system. Brace yourself. So this is the problem. Having to these dates, and apparently I'm supposed to. So I need to go do that. But it's nice that the dates are in blue. They stick out. Quite frankly, all these words are a little. Today is the 4th. Okay. All you gotta do is figure out what bump around they want. This. And I have to stop done. So just do it. Alright.
Clicker training is a way of training animals by reinforcing the behaviors you like so they will happen again. You can either use food, toys, or the environment to reward your dog or animal. Clicker training can not only be used for teaching amazing and useful tricks, but also for all other aspects of animal training. For example, training obedience behaviors as well as behavior modification.
Why do I have 2 kitty cats? Oh, right. And why am I reinforcing? Well, I had to teach them to be in harmony. So everything around me that has helped me make sense of this buzzing in my head. My voice, it makes my body feel good. The issue with all of this is they really should stop blaming patient survivors and victims. It's okay for them to self-harm, and if they hit someone, let's set a new precedent. If you ignore the evidence, you're not allowed to build a higher fence. So suck it up and I must have these your consequence in the house. The focus every day. You want to grab something? Do you not understand how painful that is? Emotionally, physically, shameful is what they're trying to do, deposit, because they know exactly what they're doing. How could you not? And why? I don't understand. I'm so confused about chronic pain, about trauma. Diamond education is limited already. Frustration never on vacation. Aim for quality, not quantity. Paper mills, bombing drills, logic spills, no fun anywhere. Feel the coldness blowing, poof, transformed to 3 polar bears.
They're not denying it, so if they're not going to deny it, then they need to issue.
Right, and it's important. This White House denies a lot of things that are reported that often turn out to be true.
Because they know the denial is not convincing. This White House has elevated and validated shamelessness.
The rules say you educate. You do not take away from these children. Not the special ones. What do you think happens when they hold on to that anger and have no strategies? They grow up, get big, and then they can really hurt someone.
The shamelessness. Got away with it. He didn't suffer at all.
That's not too bad. See, that's better. Holy crap. Wow. It's a little scary. Oh. There's the flag. These are the special times, I swear to God, in life. Little special things, views, and I'm on the 44, probably for the first and last time. The old IBM building. That's the first building I fell over because of the wind. This is where you do some work. What a view. Life doesn't have to hurt. Why am I whispering? Right, because I'm dizzy. That's okay, I know how to move my body. That's okay. I'm never going to give it up. Woo. To the lake, and then shit gotta go. And then shit I gotta love super fast. So slow is everything you know. I'm a little lost. Oh, that reminds me. Spider-Man. Right, you can't be honest with your healthcare providers or the people that are. Thank you so much. That are doing your medication, because get off the pills. It's ridiculous. It makes you super sick. Hyper. Why was I taking this thing and she increased the dose when I'm saying my anxiety's up when I only need to see you? That means 2 days before. That means Sunday, Monday. It sucks. You connect the dots. It's that easy. Healthcare can be fixed if we can openly talk. Thank you. Okay. I just know nerves like to spread. Took video of it, one and done. This is cool, just follow the line. See the gray and blue line. That's how I see life. What is known about the social and cultural context in which children live, referring to the values, expectations, and behavioral and linguistic conventions that shape children's lives at home and in their communities that practitioners must strive to understand in order to ensure that learning experiences in the program or school are meaningful, relevant, and respectful for each child and family. How to get by on your own hypocrisy. It's just way too easy when you know someone deep down, and that's why I had to stop sharing. And that's how you lose yourself, your voice, your face. It's not a choice. And let's now rejoice in refinding. Okay, you can say it. Your name, Jay. A framework for best practice must be grounded in research, child development, and learning, and in the knowledge base regarding educational effectiveness. The framework outlines practices that promotes young children's optimal learning and development. Since its first adoption in 1986, developmentally appropriate practice. And the focus is going to be on recognizing teacher knowledge and decision-making as the most vital to educational effectiveness, to have standards and accountability. So that once you close that door, the classroom door, you know what to expect. And the first lesson, 12 in all, will include fostering positive relationship, classroom communities, environment and schedule, teaching methodology, communication and language use, motivation and positive approaches to learning, guidance, curriculum essentials, effective implementation, physical development, gross motor, fine motor, language and literacy, listening, speaking, and understanding, motivation for reading, phonemic awareness, writing, word and print knowledge and comprehension, mathematics, science, technology, social competence, creative arts, visual arts, studio arts, music and movement, strategic and purposeful, systematic and ongoing, integrated with teaching and curriculum, valid and reliable, communicated and shared, establishing reciprocal relationships with families. All the work a teacher has to do. Actually, I don't think I'm going to teach these 12 lessons. No, thank you. But I'm going to apply what I know in education to the current situation that I'm living in, which is our world. I wasn't given a classroom after how many years of teaching in that school, working with these kids? Are you serious? How disrespectful. So I had to go make the world my classroom. Intent to resign. That's why I had to show back up after asking for transfer. Are you kidding me? With the transfer, that the principal has to do it. And he never called me back. So then I started writing to him. And that's when it started. Tell me about when I'm supposed to be back. Tell me about it. I'm letting him know I'm showing up. I'm not getting a reply from you. I know how to say it. Figure things done. These people suck. And this is where we start our story. Became the go-to excuse, could be used and reused. Looking really fine, it's a state of mind, it's where your confidence is. Being able to retain and recall new information is essential for success in school, and children's maturing capacity to use working memory in the primary grades greatly assists with their learning. For example, with reading, children's freedom from using repetition and great effort to remember word meanings allow them to move towards comprehension. Most information processing theorists attribute primary grade children's improved ability to solve problems to their increased capacity to store information and retrieve it from memory. Their increased memory capacity, use of memory strategies, and awareness of mental processes and metacognition, metamemory, allow them to be more reflective and interested in reviewing their work. Before age 6, children usually don't think about the process of thinking, instead focusing on the outcomes of their thinking. But between ages 7 and 10 and continuing into adolescence, children begin to understand their own capacity to construct knowledge, select and transform information, and distinguish between and select various memory strategies. So I do believe that they recalled. I do believe they're older than 10. I do believe they meant it all, so that's intent. And I do believe I'm going to share it all. Because I'm a teacher, and that's what a teacher does. When you learn something new, even though I don't really want to, I want to move on with my life. March 10th. Head sensations changed rapidly when I could move my neck. And now, how many months later? With consciousness, doing everything with consciousness and devastation that this even had to happen. Every time I have my pain, I think of them. What did they see, knowing everything I know about how children develop and what you need to do to make sure that they grow? I'm already grown, so I know. I'm educated, they're ignorant. My job was to help them build their offense, defense for the world that was gonna shut them out. Disability, and now I will scream and shout, but no pouts. Freaking about. I got one thing now on my mind. Because of the frequency, intensity, severity, duration of time. How much did you expect for me to take? And when I'm done with this, I've already started on that second heartbreak. To focus on the individuals who just take. They never think to give. Well, that's their choice, because you've got only one life to live. I got these kitties, see, they live instinctively. They communicate with honesty. They never frustrate, rage and sleep till 3. They don't know the word hypocrisy. They just live, breathe, and act like a cat. They are who they want to be. Now my brain and body back, we live harmoniously. This one never hides anymore. That one learned to jump and got off the floor. I don't even know what to ask for, because I got my household in order. That means I've got love in galore. Freedom from using repetition and great effort to remember word meaning.